Alright, so we are off for the first dive on Kadavu. First proper dive. Have a look at that reef. Yo! Nyanja! So yeah, let's go get some fish. Got my tourniquet. It's just me and Marla on the boat today. Gonna go hopefully slay some fish. Let's go. Just like that, we start our voyage. We've got our gear loaded in the boat, ready for a day on the reef. It's gonna be a beauty. Bit of cloud cover for a little bit of shade, but mostly blue skies. Later, bro. Mother Ben. Mother Ben. We take a short boat ride trip over to grab some more fuel for the day out on the reef. This is our local fueling station. It's just a couple of barrels of fuel in a shed, but it does the trick. Whilst waiting for the boat to be fueled up, I decide to make friends with this local endemic parrot. Hello. How cool is this fella? How cool is this? Just chilling with a parrot in Kadavu. So we're just stopping off getting fuel, and then we're going to carry on our journey to go and get some fish for this evening. Can't wait to get wet. There's a bit of wind, but it's not too bad. We'll work with it, won't we? Yeah, you're a parrot. As you can see, we're quite close. It's just observing the mullet. It's like, wow, it's beautiful. On the egg, please. Beautiful bird. It's my ear again. He's pulling on the back of the mullet. Whilst fueling up, we pick up another keen Spearo, supposedly the best of the island. Let's see what he's got. Can't wait to get stuck in, and it's always safer to dive in pairs. Heading out to the reef, gotta stay sun safe. These lycra suits do a great job of that. First dive literally from the boat, and I see this retreating Trevally. Pretty sure it's a bluefin, so I'm gonna keep marking this area and see what happens. I almost get picked up by a wave and chucked onto the reef, which is no fun. But these little alleys that I call veins, reef veins, are absolutely teeming with life. This little Trevally didn't want to keep going the way I thought he did, so I didn't take the shot. But on this dive down, I managed to hold his attention long enough to bang, smack him. I'm still using the slip tip setup, and that's basically just because it was what was rigged, and I was just being convenient. Took the shot, thought, oh yeah, this is brilliant. Couldn't be asked to swap spears over, but got a shot. As always in Fiji, as soon as you take a shot, you will get reef sharks come in. This is the worst of the lot on the reef. It's the grey reef shark. These things are an absolute pain in the ass, usually really aggressive, and they've got no problem coming up to the surface and taking fish from your hands, so beware. Check the colours on this guy. Absolutely amazing. Bluefin Trevally. I'm stoked. Straight away. This is a school of rainbow runner. I pick out the big boy from the group and I take a shot. Don't usually shoot these fish. They make good burley, but this guy was an absolute stunker. As always, grey reef out of nowhere. But this guy was huge. I couldn't resist myself. It's a big fish. Giving Marla the okay that I'm not being ripped apart by sharks. Set to continue on the reef. I see this hind from the surface. I decide to make my approach on him whilst he's got no cover, and I can't quite work out which hole he's going for. I take the shot, I miss. Unfortunately, this guy evades me. This is a typical dead drop dive where basically I just dive down to the bottom of the reef and I just hold one single body position and just let the current kind of take me. Don't move around too much and just see if I can drop in on some fish. If you haven't already noticed, there's a huge mistake with my spearfishing technique in this one. I didn't load my gun. Ah yes, the old Pacific banded sea crate. Check out the video if you haven't already seen it. Doing bottom time is genuinely the best way to get reef fish to come at you. Just hold down on the bottom, do a little bit of scratching, and something will eventually come in. These are just parrotfish lurking in the distance. This is an incredibly unfair shot. This is a one spot snapper. I shoot him straight in the cheek and he just spins and spins off. He lives to fight another day. I'm gutted. I thought it was quite a nice shot, but there you go. He does the spinning action. Pain. That's a big red bass that you can see in the background there. I made the drop down because I was actually after this guy, which is a midnight snapper. Place a nice shot in him. Runs into the reef. Now, where you can, guys, always just do the extra little bit. Just untangle your line from the reef. Don't just rip at it and break a whole heap of coral. Alright, it can take decades to recover, so just, yeah, look after the reef and it'll keep generating life for us to shoot and eat. This peacock grouper didn't really stand a chance. I'm on my 85. Bang. Good night. Cheeky little headshot. Out she goes. Marla switches the spear over for me whilst I'm in the water, and yeah, on a single flopper I decide to give this fella one pump before we head back to the shore. I line up this saddle tail snapper, take a shot, bang. This gun's got distance, accuracy and distance. I can't wait to dial this in over the next couple of days and play some sniper shots. Alright guys, so we got an absolute stonker of a rainbow runner. Just had to smack it. Got it on a bit of a gut shot, but she held up alright. There's one. Then we got a nice bluefin trevally. Bluefin is absolutely delicious as sashimi, and most likely that's how we'll be eating it. So can't wait for that. And then we got ourselves a little midnight, which absolutely stoked to get on the 85 roller. So yeah, up close and personal with her. Awesome. Good day hunting. Alright guys, so we're going to be stuck into some cooking. I don't know if the footage came out. 1 second. Have a look at that. So beautiful. So yeah, basically I shot a trevally, I shot a midnight snapper, and I shot an absolute stonker of a rainbow runner. So we're going to cook up the rainbow runner and the midnight snapper basically like Aussie style with some Aussie honky outdoors Salt Bay spice, which should be good with just some flour in that. And then we've got Knox cooking up some taro, and then yeah, we're going to get stuck into it. It's going to be a good feed. Watch this. Just mixing it in with some flour and some salt, and then we'll crumb and fry. Jeez, it almost looks like wahoo. Yum. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so we're getting through the cooking of the Rainbow Runner and the Midnight Snapper. The Trevally's been boiled, which is like a Fijian style of cooking, the Trevally, and yeah, almost done. We've got an absolute feast here with plenty of yummy nuggets tucked underneath. So, should be ready in about 5 minutes and then we'll get eating. See what everyone's reaction is going to be. Love it. Alright, so we've got 3 variations of taro. You can use your hands, yeah, whatever. It's cool.
Fiji style, eh?
Yeah, Fiji style. So we've got all the fried fish, so that's the fried Midnight Snapper and the fried Rainbow Runner. And we've got 2 different types of taro over there.
And boiled fish here.
And then boiled fish. Yeah. Bite. And that's boiled Trevally. 1 second, let's get a light. Wait. There we go. Yum. Smells great. Smells great. I've got a Goldstone rum and cola. Warm.
Fijian brand.
Fiji brand, product of Fiji.
Your dish.
This we can just call
Name it.
honky fried fish.
Honky is the name of the spices.
Yeah. Yeah. Then honky. So we got Rainbow Runner on the
You want to try this one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
That one? The hybrid? That's the hybrid?
Yeah, hybrid.
Alright, cool.
No, mate.
Alright, so this one is the Midnight Snapper.
Quiero Massimo? Massimo salt.
Yeah.
Sorry, no pepper, eh?
Oh no, it's all good. Alright, so Midnight Snapper, round 2. That's really good.
It's really good. Tasty. Fresh.
Yeah, can't beat it. That's actually Rainbow Runner and that's really good. So the Rainbow Runner was actually really juicy. It was like, yeah, every time you bit into it, your mouth just filled with juice. But it was a good flavour. It was a little bit fishy. If you're not into fishy fish-tasting fish, then it's definitely not for you because it was quite strong. But I didn't mind it, and I imagine that this fresh it tastes good. But if you left it a couple of days, or a day even, it would be rancid. And guys, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Stay tuned for more wet mammal content, with part 3 dropping next week, with fish, sharks, fish and blue water spearing. Stay tuned. Stay wet, stay fed people. Catch ya.